What the Spartans understood about muscle growth is something modern gyms completely forgot. Spartan soldiers trained from the age of 7 under a brutal system called the Agoge. No machines, no barbells, no protein shakes lining the shelves of some air-conditioned facility. Just body weight, resistance, and relentless repetition against the natural world. And yet, historians and modern biomechanics researchers alike have noted something extraordinary about the physical capabilities these warriors demonstrated. They could march for days under full armor, engage in hand-to-hand combat for hours, and maintain explosive power that modern soldiers trained in state-of-the-art facilities often struggle to replicate. The question worth asking is not what they had. The question is what we are missing. Modern gym culture has convinced millions of people that the path to a powerful physique runs through a barbell or a cable machine. But the human body was not designed around equipment. It was designed around movement. And when you force that body into fixed, machine-guided ranges of motion, you are not building it. You are limiting it. The joints suffer under loads they were never meant to absorb in straight lines. The stabilizer muscles go dormant because the machine is doing their job. And the nervous system, which is the true engine of strength, never gets fully activated because the movement pattern is too predictable, too narrow, too artificial. What the Spartans understood intuitively, and what modern exercise science is now confirming, is that the body grows strongest when it is challenged through full ranges of motion, under tension that demands coordination, balance, and total muscular engagement. The 7 exercises explored here are built on exactly that principle. They produce more muscle tension, trigger deeper growth signals, and protect the joints far better than most of what happens inside a conventional gym. The pike push-up is one of the most underestimated upper body builders in existence. By elevating the hips and driving the head toward the ground in a triangular body position, you shift the majority of the load onto the shoulders, upper chest, and triceps in a way that a standard push-up simply cannot replicate. The angle of force application here is far more vertical, meaning the deltoids are working against gravity in a manner that closely mimics an overhead press, but without compressing the spine under a loaded barbell. As you build strength through this movement, you can progress toward a wall-supported handstand push-up, which is one of the most complete upper body strength exercises a human being can perform. The tension generated through the entire shoulder girdle, the traps, the serratus anterior, and the triceps during a full handstand push-up is extraordinary. The joints are moving through a natural arc rather than a machine-dictated path, and the stabilizing muscles are fully engaged throughout every inch of the movement. Spartan warriors would have performed variations of this movement as part of their combat preparation, pressing their own body weight overhead in functional patterns that translated directly to battlefield performance. Place your rear foot on an elevated surface, drop your back knee toward the ground, and suddenly you are dealing with a level of quad and glute activation that a conventional barbell back squat rarely achieves. The Bulgarian split squat forces each leg to work independently, eliminating the dominant leg compensation that plagues bilateral movements. The hip flexor of the rear leg gets a deep stretch under load, which triggers a powerful growth response in the surrounding musculature. The knee of the working leg tracks naturally over the foot rather than being forced into a fixed plane, which dramatically reduces the joint stress that heavy barbell squats accumulate over time. This is a movement that builds single leg strength, hip stability, and lower body mass simultaneously. You can load it with dumbbells, a weighted vest, or simply body weight for high repetitions. The tension curve across the entire set is remarkably consistent, and the muscle damage it produces in the quads and glutes is the kind that drives serious hypertrophy. The archer push-up takes the standard push-up and turns it into a near single-arm pressing movement. By extending one arm out to the side while the other bends and drives the chest toward the ground, you place an enormous amount of tension on the working pectoral, shoulder, and tricep, while the extended arm provides just enough assistance to maintain control. The range of motion is deeper than a conventional push-up, the stabilization demand is significantly higher, and the chest stretch at the bottom of the movement is far more pronounced than anything a flat bench press typically produces. Over time, this movement builds toward the full one-arm push-up, which is one of the most impressive demonstrations of functional pressing strength a human body can achieve. The joint stress is minimal because the body is moving freely through its natural range, and the muscle tension is maximal because there is no machine absorbing any portion of the load. And this is exactly why more people are moving away from rigid machine-based workouts and toward training methods that improve how the body actually moves and functions. In fact, a lot of people are now combining strength training with simple daily stretching routines designed to support mobility, recovery, circulation, and metabolism without destroying the joints in the process. There's one program in particular that's become really popular because the routines are short, beginner-friendly, and designed for real-world sustainability instead of hardcore gym culture. If you want to learn more about it, I've linked it in the description below. Most people neglect their pulling muscles because pulling movements are harder to perform without equipment. But the inverted row solves that problem with nothing more than a bar set at hip height or even a sturdy table edge. You lie beneath the bar, grip it with both hands, and pull your chest up to meet it while keeping your body in a straight line. The muscles of the upper back, the rhomboids, the rear deltoids, the biceps, and the lats all fire together in a coordinated pull that machines cannot replicate because machines isolate. The inverted row integrates. By elevating your feet, you increase the difficulty. By adding a pause at the top, you increase the time under tension. By widening or narrowing your grip, you shift the emphasis across different portions of the back musculature. This is the kind of pulling strength that Spartan soldiers needed to scale walls, drag opponents, and survive in close-quarters combat. It is raw, functional, and extraordinarily effective. The Nordic hamstring curl is one of the most powerful posterior chain exercises ever studied. You anchor your feet beneath something fixed, kneel upright, and lower your torso toward the ground, using only the eccentric strength of your hamstrings to control the descent. The hamstrings are working at their absolute limit throughout the entire movement, and the research on this exercise is remarkable. Studies have shown that athletes who train the Nordic curl regularly reduce their hamstring injury risk by nearly 50%. The muscle tension produced during the eccentric phase is higher than almost any other hamstring exercise in existence, and the growth response reflects that. This is not a comfortable movement. It is demanding in a way that a lying leg curl machine will never be, because the machine removes the stabilization requirement and limits the range of force application. The Nordic curl demands everything. Pressing your hands into the floor and lifting your entire lower body off the ground while holding your legs parallel to the earth sounds simple until you try it. The L-sit is a compression strength exercise that builds the hip flexors, the abdominals, the triceps, and the entire anterior chain under sustained isometric tension. The time under tension in an L-sit is continuous and unforgiving, and the strength it develops transfers to virtually every other movement in athletic training. Spartan warriors needed core strength that could not be separated from limb strength, because in combat, every strike and every defensive movement originates from the center of the body. The L-sit trains exactly that integration. Progress from tucked knees to a single extended leg to the full position, and you will develop a midsection and hip flexor strength that no crunch machine or cable rotation exercise can come close to producing. These 7 movements taken together represent a system of training that honors how the human body actually works. They build real strength, real muscle, and real resilience, the same qualities that made Spartan warriors legendary, and the same qualities that no machine will ever manufacture for you. The human body was built to move, stabilize, and generate force naturally, not just sit inside machines moving through fixed patterns all day. So now, I want to hear from you. Which of these Spartan-style exercises do you think would challenge you the most? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you want more videos on functional strength, muscle building, mobility, fat loss, and training methods that actually work with the body instead of against it, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next video.